Okay, let's try this first trigonometry question. They say that the tangent of 52 degrees is equal to p. Use a diagram. Well, use a diagram means draw a triangle with 52 degrees, and the tangent is p, so p over 1, opposite over adjacent must be p over 1. This must be the square root of 1 plus p squared. That's what the hypotenuse is. So the sine of 38 must be 1 over, and this part is root p squared plus 1. And that's it. That's the sine of 38. The cosine of 142. Well, you have to know that, there's different ways maybe of doing this. But the cosine of 142 is really 90 plus 52. So that makes it minus the sine of 52. And what's the sine of 52? Oh, very, very interesting. I would say that the sine of 52 is opposite over hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is root p squared plus 1. So that's why it is like that. I went to a different place here. I went that it's equal to the cosine of 38 degrees. Now, you could do this. It is 90 plus 52, and that's called cofunctions, and it's minus sine 52. But I did it this way. The cosine of 38 degrees, it's 38 degrees away from 180, but cosine's negative in the second quadrant. But the cosine of 38 is the same as the sine of 52 degrees. So it got to the same place, the minus of the sine of 52. And I'm looking at 52 there, and I know that's root p squared plus 1. So I get to the same answer. What about this sine of 772? Well, what are you going to have to do here? You're going to have to subtract 360, another 360, and you'll have 52 degrees left. And the sine of 52 is positive p over root p squared plus 1. Imagine a root p squared plus 1 on that hypotenuse side. That's the hypotenuse. The last one, the tangent of minus 232. So this time you're going clockwise. You'll end up 52 degrees in the third quadrant. 52 degrees past 180, and that's tangent is negative in that. That's actually the second quadrant. It'd be positive if it's in the third quadrant. You see, if you're negative, you go like this. So negative 180, and then 52 up here, you're in the second quadrant, and tangent is negative there. So it's minus the tangent of 52. It's minus p over 1, opposite over adjacent. Look, I keep going back to the diagram to get my answers here. Well, there's the whole thing all done. You have to know what reduction's all about. How do you do that reduction? And you can do this some different ways here. You could also do this by going, that's 38 degrees, and then adjacent over hypotenuse, it'd be a negative p. You could do minus the cosine of 38 almost from this diagram and write down your answer. Okay, there you go.